hello. Like testing. Yo, legendary, welcome to the stream, bro. Walaikum salam. Welcome, boys. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Arvi's podcast, episode 2. Walaikum salam, walaikum salam. Welcome, boys. Welcome, boys. Yo, boys. Sorry. It was my brother. Okay, boys. I'm about to undefend and stuff. Okay. Mm,
In
hello,
GFX
That is
Taha.
language.
not my job. Yo, what's up, boys?
Greetings, lads.
Greetings.
It's a podcast.
Guys, read out the montage. Get your friends. Get everyone here.
Yeah.
We'll start in like
Get everyone
3
here.
4 minutes. Okay. Let's get the hype started.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get the hype started.
So,
We will bomb the whole YouTube. I mean, no.
Hype train gotta go choo choo, you know? I'm sorry, that was horrible.
it's,
Just tweet out the links and stuff, guys.
Yeah, just tweet it now. Hold on.
जाली अंग्रेज बेटा इसकी एक्सेंट नेवर माइंड पहले लिखना सीखो ब्रो
PayPal.me/infinityscrims. Why is that in the description?
like
No
what do
way,
you want it to
actually.
be what do you want it to be
Yeah, that's my PayPal. Yeah, guys, donate there.
PayPal.me/.
89.
Easy,
Mm,
easy money.
Bob I will kill you
Go on ahead, mate.
You just went
Suicide.
offline.
get your
No,
friends boys get your friends sub
Guys,
Getting
I'm not
old,
chilling.
lads.
Tomorrow's Monday, tomorrow's school and stuff, but like just get everyone here. Alvi will join us in around
यार boys,
5 minutes.
अभी
Like
जो
5 10 minutes.
streamers stream कर रहे हैं ना, उनको जाकर बोल दो कि अपनी streams off कर दें आरवी की podcast से, you know. ये
Yeah,
तो
let's
You know
बहुत
what
let's
I'm
not
चलती
saying?
है.
cannibalize.
Yeah.
Alvi is not here right now. Alvi will not show his face. He will not do a face cam, but yeah, he will join us in like 5 10 minutes. Once we have enough viewers, okay? So just like
No, Alvi will
invite
do
your
a
friends
face
and
cam. What
stuff.
do you mean? Get people here.
uh, just for fucking boys Ali said he will face cam I don't know if he's lying or what but
I better
No,
not be, mate.
no.
We'll
We
face
sent
cam
him
if
the
face
face. We sent him the cam like 1 day ago. So like he has it. He's gonna face cam, boys. Tell your
okay,
friends, man.
streaming is live, so we should.
Slay noobs for life. Come on, man. Where's your account, bro? Oh wait, never mind.
हमारी स्ट्रीम की आवाज आ रही है.
okay guys I think we're going to react to PEC first cinematic montage they added like Okay, we will start from reacting to that, and once you're all ready, let me know.
We're just waiting for more people to hop on in. That's why we're just reacting to something first.
Guys, let me know when you join the link,
Oh
okay?
yes, this video.
Taha, Ziom,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bob,
One sec,
Nifis.
one sec. Okay, I'm at 0 0.
Okay, wait for me. Let me show it to the stream too.
Yep.
0 0. Let me know when you're all ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright,
I'm
bro.
I'm
ready.
ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I know you guys can fix their mistakes well, right?
What do you mean? The whole like, yeah.
Like if they're doing something wrong, you can point it out to them, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, okay.
In
I
the
mean, I watched
videos
it
here.
before, so I
Yeah, in
already
the
have my
video
opinion.
editing sense and stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm good at criticizing things.
Okay, yeah.
Very good.
Well, that's the only thing Pakistan is good at.
It's a primary skill of mine. You can ask Jack. I relentlessly spend all my time criticizing everything.
Come on, guys, let's get
Okay,
some
okay,
viewers.
okay,
We have it 40
okay,
live viewers.
okay.
Ali will join us in like 5-6 minutes. Till then,
Yeah,
we're
Ali
gonna
will be
react to
here
this
in a
video.
while. Since
Yeah, don't talk about
we
it.
will react to it right now.
So we're reacting
Okay,
to this
so
one right here.
Eddie, give us a countdown.
I'm so
So
dumb.
just as a backstory for people who don't know,
Okay.
uh,
Taha, countdown kar
video
let,
is
please.
like this video is like a compilation of the finest Pakistani editors, and I feel like we need to bring attention to this more. But I'm gonna do the countdown, okay? So 3, 2, 1, go.
You remind me of Infinity.
I know.
Holy shit!
This side is
This is
nice.
actually
I mean,
crazy.
it's got some decent angles. I'll tell that. Oh lord.
Shout out to all the editors.
Cyclops.
Man.
I mean, the music is really good.
Shit, get synced.
I mean, it's
Oh my
certainly
God.
impressive though far.
Yeah, I actually love it.
Wait, does the game even have the whole shell ejection from the rifle?
Yeah, there is on like epic settings. I love this part.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah, this sword
They
was
weren't.
amazing.
Yeah, that was a mess. I mean, they weren't kidding when they said cinematic. It's certainly cinematic.
Yeah, it is.
This is Audacity edits, yeah.
Audacity.
I mean, this really gives you the vibes of like the professional editors in the European community.
Yep.
Like this is very well done.
Who's to say they're better though?
Yeah, I mean,
They may be more popular, more
this
famous.
is on par. Yep.
Exactly. The lightsaber.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this is so fucking good.
Dude, they're mixing the lightsaber noises into the music. That's impressive.
Yeah, this edit is really nice. I love.
Hey yo, Zan, pump that shit up, man.
Ahsoka.
I mean, this really shows you the scope of how well Pakistani players can edit. They just need more recognition.
Holy shit, it's so good, boys.
Yeah,
Make sure
this
to
was-
make sure to drop them a sub.
I'm dropping him a sub right now.
Yeah, guys.
Welcome.
Yo,
If you're
I
listening,
think
watch
we
the
have
video,
enough
drop them a
people now.
sub, give them a like.
I
Let's
think
see.
I mean,
they,
only-
they did
Yeah, go on.
they did custom audio mixing. They added extra animations that I don't believe were in the game, like the shell ejection from the rifle. The lightsabers
Yeah,
were
the
mixed right
little
into the music.
details.
That stuff. There's some stuff there that shouldn't even be possible, honestly, with the limitations of the game.
Yeah,
And the only issues I saw were limitations of the game itself.
like we really have good video
I mean,
editors in the community, but nobody talks about them since like the players
It's
means the most.
okay.
yeah,
So
exactly. Like I feel like they
it's
need.
time for the guest. Okay.
Yeah, guys. Okay,
Do the
so
countdown.
everyone's here for
Here
a
he
reason.
comes, boys.
Alvi is gonna join us right now in a minute. Guys, all questions you have for him, okay, just type them in the chat, okay.
First
And
of
here
all,
we have our
Yeah.
main man tonight.
Yo,
Hello.
welcome,
Can
Alvi.
you hear me? Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome, Alvi.
Walaikum salam.
Walaikum salam.
Welcome.
Islam.
How are you guys? Bobman, Zion, Nifi, Jack, Adi, Taha.
Very horny.
Oh,
No,
I'm good. Just
I'm good.
I know everyone's going crazy over a face cam. It's just not happening right now.
On
Unless
the
you're
face cam
go to my
on it, boys.
OnlyFans.
Come on, you got
OnlyFans.com.
our pent up tension right here. You got us like on edge,
I mean, they're not gonna
Like-
jack off to me, right?
rock hard and ready for release.
But maybe
No promo.
Ready
guys,
for release.
if we hit like 100 views,
okay.
we might force him to do a face cam.
dude, honestly, like I'll do one. I just need to get everything else together. Like I'm trying to get my monitor, a new table, and then I'll do it.
You guys heard it.
So that I'm not really focusing on a face cam, but it's like once I get everything else sorted out, yeah, sure. It's not that I mind, you know.
So guys, so you already know he's not doing a face cam, so there's no point in spamming face cam.
Boys, like he
And
just
also-
joined. He just joined, and you all are spamming face cam already, bro.
Chat really do be
Don't make him
relentless.
feel uncomfortable, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't. Bro, come on, I'm gonna start crying, dude. The fuck, bro.
Let's create a welcoming atmosphere for our man.
I don't think they actually know the legitimate definition of podcast. That's why they're saying face cam. Because every podcast they've probably seen is like a straight up video.
Yeah, this is new to the Pakistani community. I mean, I remember watching some Pakistani podcasts and it was just some people playing creative. And that was like the first time. I mean, I'm not calling out anyone like particularly, but I think those people know. Who
Just
they are.
say it.
Just nah.
Just
Come
say
on,
it.
man. You can go right ahead and say it.
Just say it, bro. Just say it.
Say it's a podcast,
I
bro.
don't-
Just say it.
Yeah, I mean, it was just the other Fortnite Pakistan group or whatever those admins. They were the ones running it, and I was like, okay, I was down to support it, okay, but I just tuned in and it was definitely not a podcast.
It's just a normal stream.
Yeah, it was just a normal screen made
Okay,
podcast.
let's start the question. Are we?
Okay, guys, yeah, all questions you have, you can type in the chat or you can tweet at our.
I think they should tweet it.
I have
They
some
should
in
tweet
my
it.
DMs. First, should I start? Then start.
Go
Guys,
for it.
if you have questions, go to Twitter, tweet #AskAlvi and get your questions in. He will answer all of them probably if they aren't done.
Yo, Eddie, nice face. Alvi, you looking cute, though.
I'm right next to Eddie where I want to be.
Yes. Oh, cool.
Yo,
Eddie, I'm gonna send you a custom made pillow with my logo on it.
Oh yeah, baby.
Just remember to put it next to your face, not your feet.
Is it the same one
No,
I
but-
saw in your bed last night?
Shut up! Stop leaking!
That's private.
It was there with me, you, and Niffy. Remember?
Alvi is not doing a face cam. Let's just stop that, okay? Let's just move on. Start asking you questions and stuff. He's here for a little while, so you don't want to miss it.
Yeah, I'm done for
What's
any
up,
questions.
Shazin, my man?
So we have our first question from Inferno. ADXLV, is it gonna happen?
Is it gonna happen, Eddie?
I mean,
Has it not
Yeah.
already happened?
he didn't announce
Because
it.
that's my
Yeah, like-
suspicion.
I mean, I remember
what?
it,
You know, like-
chat.
Sex mixtape or what? Like
Okay, what type
a
of
duotage?
what type of
I'm
collab
used
they're
to it.
asking about? Like, we are already married.
I mean, when
Yeah.
you go with X, it only really mean one thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so
I've already
Yeah.
one
sexed them.
question. I'll be serious. Why did you leave Ivy? Like it's that's
It's just a difference in opinions, honestly. It's nothing to do with like the team members because I'm already friends with everyone in RV. But it's just a difference in my opinion with what I thought, I was getting into. And Jack was nice about it, and he agreed, and he let me go before like my contract even ended. He compromised with me, which was really nice of him.
Yeah, I mean that's like a common misconception in the. Oh my god. यार मुझे नहीं बोलना था सीन सही तरह. अच्छा यहाँ पे बेसिकली ये होता है कि इस कम्युनिटी में कि बेसिकली if you leave a team and stuff बातें शुरू हो जाती हैं कि they hate their teammates or whatever. It's nothing regarding the teammates or the management. Sometimes it's just better to move on, you know. Sometimes you feel like you have better
Often people
opportunities
forget
and
the
stuff.
separation between the individual and the organization. Like, often when somebody goes after Jack on Twitter, let's say, it's immediately connected to RV because he's the face of RV or was, or whatever the case may be. People don't separate the two.
That's why I made sure to like when I said I left on really good terms, and I'm not like mad at anyone. Just my personal opinion like differed a bit, you know,
Okay.
from the vision.
Okay. One more
Raini's
question.
wait,
Alvi,
if
you
you
know,
wait.
okay.
Rainy is asking, is Rainy the best controller player in MES? Definitely not.
Yeah, second best after me.
Stop spamming.
Okay. Alvi, you know, आजकल I know तूने Fortnite Pakistan leave करी हुई group and
हाँ,
वहाँ
हाँ.
पे आजकल तुम्हारे बारे में बहुत memes चल रही है कि you left RV or for like you तुमने cloud ले लिया and you're joining MES for money and shit, you know, like you know.
Did you even use Facebook?
So what's your response like about
Okay,
this?
my response, like, first of all, like, Fortnite Pakistan, you know, obviously everyone knows that group. It's like the biggest fucking, you know,
Yep.
it's
Joke,
basically an
joke.
orgy of dumb fucking idiots in one group. Okay, all they do is hate people because they're not successful in anything. These kids like actually like use Facebook, you know, like legitimate. There's nothing wrong with it, but like all they do is gather into one group and target people, and you know they try to act funny, but they're really not. I mean, I outgrew the group, but like I was in myself. Like it was good at the start. It was good. Like it was good for like you know getting yourself out there, streaming. Your content is there. Like we were all in there. Everyone in this call, like at some point, except I think Bob, we were all in there. Like we all used to you know talk about there. Like I published like a lot of montages on there. It helped me a lot. But then there was moderators who got ahead of themselves and they started basically you know helping their friends out with memes. Like they allowed their friends to post memes against like content creators and stuff, players, and it was just a really bad environment because even if you're from like even if you were born from Pakistan, your like nationality is Pakistani, they'll say no, you're not allowed in this group or you don't deserve your achievements. Like they don't care like what you do, they'll find something bad about it. Like I wrote inshallah without a capital A, and the whole group, you know, literally the whole group got on my case.
Yeah, I remember that thread. Yeah.
I mean, you just straight up
That
talk facts, bro. I mean, someone in the chat just like clip this and posted on Fortnite Pakistan. Like,
Yeah, no, Fortnite
I
Pakistan
just want
is
to say,
honestly
like,
it's a joke.
yeah,
It completely.
it is a dead community. Like, a few days ago, I just opened it. I opened the group. I was like just trying to check out what's going on, and it was either just creative builds, montages, or people just calling out each other, fucking dumb shit like
Wait,
something about
they still
someone's
post
mother and
about you,
stuff.
Alvi.
I mean, like,
I know, I
I
know.
mean, the good part
I'm
of
there.
the, I feel like the good parts that was in the Fortnite Pakistan community is not on Twitter, so I'm just happy about that. Like, Twitter
Yeah,
is
I'm
so
so
much
happy
better.
that the Twitter. I'm
It
so
is
happy the
so
community's
much
on Twitter
better.
now.
Okay,
And like the fact that they call me out on like leaving teams and stuff, it's like the thing is like their mentality is still like clan type of stuff.
yeah.
Like they think that you know it's just
They
like
don't
something
really-
casual and stuff. They don't know anything like the
guys,
business
This
part
is
of it
also
or like
part of
the
the reason
competitive
why
part of
I've
it.
like stopped like technically working for the Pakistan community. Like, I'm just tired of these people.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no,
No
they're
offense
pretty
to them
dumb.
specifically, but yeah, they
next
yeah,
question.
Lambini sauce.
Next question.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah, Kimo asked, "What are your views going forward if Fortnite dies? Will you stop doing YouTube and start
Uh,
doing something else, or switch to another game and stream it?"
Dude, honestly, like right now, like I'm just playing Fortnite and I enjoy it. Like when I get a face cam, I could see myself going to other games, and I've played other games and had success. Like I played GTA and I've had success with it. Like I played these games, but the thing is, like I find Fortnite fun. Even casually, I find Fortnite fun playing pubs. But that's not the fun part. The fun part is like interacting with my viewer base, like asking them questions, you know, replying to them, seeing what they think like of certain things. Because it's nice. Like I get to interact with people like on the daily like this, and they're all like really nice people. I feel like if Fortnite dies, I might keep going, but like I do have plans to fall back on. But honestly, in my opinion, I think if Fortnite does the right things, you know, it won't die for a good 10 years, dude. I'm really honest about that. I feel like Fortnite could still like keep going.
Yeah, with the new update coming out, like no one really knows what's gonna happen, but I feel like there's gonna be a big change. Either it's gonna like
Last
just go
question
or
from my
it's gonna
side.
pop up again.
Alvi, do you have a girlfriend? Like,
Yeah, I do.
Chair is going crazy. Okay.
Her name is Eddie.
There you go.
Okay, Ali, somebody somebody is asking. My question is: has he killed or played with any international pro players or streamers?
Well, I've only played in. I haven't played scrims or a lot of EU things, but I think the most like famous player. Honestly, like I haven't like I've never killed a famous player. The closest I think I got was Atlantis Swag, which is like a really long time ago. He's like the number one German streamer at that time, and he's like the number one player as well, like win wise. But like that's it. I really don't remember killing anyone else. I remember dying to like Bogdan, who he like unfortunately passed away when he went to the TwitchCon tournament.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
rest
remember
in
dying to him
peace.
on his stream, and I was like, wow, this guy's really good. Yeah, but no, I haven't really killed any international people. Like I haven't killed Ninja. I've been in Ninja's game when he was with Dakotas playing EU
Wait,
duos.
were you
I was
stream
in his
subbing?
game.
Were you stream subbing?
No, no, no. I was in his game and they were in Tilted and I died before them. But no,
Okay.
The
I'm proud to
question
say
is,
I've
did you
never
do the
streamed.
emotes? Did you do the emotes?
I did. I
No.
got emoted on.
Okay.
Happy.
This guy is asking
Yeah.
अगर मैं अलवी को फेस कैम भेज दूं तो वो अगली स्ट्रीम में लगाएगा XD.
It's not that, bro. It's just that I want to buy. I want to buy my own face cam. It's something like gifts or something. Then your own hard work. Going into it's another feeling
To be
completely.
honest, you can send it to me, bro. What's your name?
See that left about it. So Asjad is asking, what are your thoughts on Creative Warriors?
I completely like. I used to not like them, and then I started looking at my montages more often. All I do is box fight, so like I can't really shit on them. But like I have huge like respect for Creative Warriors because it's like a completely different game, dude. Honestly, like you have three modes: you have Save the World, Creative, and Battle Royale. And honestly, Creative is like the one place where you practice and perfect your mechanics. And people who showcase their mechanics in like 1v1 montages or like who are really good at Creative, all they need to become like good competitive players is just like the right mindset and the right like some help with their game sense. Like I've helped raid a lot like with titles like timings, and he's doing it really good and he deserves it too because he does really well and he plays really good too.
Yeah.
The thing is like if they want to get into competitive, like obviously they'll have to like switch it up a bit, play scrims a bit more often. But right now being a creative warrior isn't a bad thing, but you could also be a lot more than just that.
Okay, I have a question from me.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on creative warriors calling themselves content creators?
um okay, this I'll have to elaborate. Okay, like if you're someone who can get into an organization as a content creator, but all you do is upload competitive I mean like sorry, creative content. I don't know, I feel like that's just like an easy way in. That's just
Yeah.
like an easy way into an organization that's not really like you don't really make content like you stream like so Raid he does stream. He streams like 1v1s with his viewers. That's a form of content. Even though it is creative, it is interacting with an audience. But I feel like just joining as a creative or only posting creative videos and not like streaming, not playing other games, it's kind of it's bad. But if that's not like on that's not on them, that's on an org. Like if an
Yeah.
org recruits you because of that, then they want that, and that's on the org. And
Yeah.
if they want someone to play creative and who posts like videos like that, that's fine, completely fine. That's
So,
completely up to
so
them.
according to you, they are not content creators.
They are. It's just that not like I mean they're all content creators. They make content, but they're not the content creator that I want to be. Like what I'm saying. It's not the one. I don't think of myself as a creator either because like I stream daily
Yeah.
or I used to. I'm lazy right now, but like you have to interact. You have to interact a lot with your content base. You have to make sure they know you well. You're not just gonna get anywhere by just posting like shitting on people with like 1v1s and stuff. You need to be a lot more than that.
Okay, so there are a few questions for you in the chat. Okay, bro, my question is no offense, why you swear and ban people who swear in your chat? Just please don't take this offense. Like this is a dumbest question, but you can reply.
Okay, I'll say it. Okay. First of all, like my stream, there's no like rule against swearing. Okay. But me, I'm not hostile when I swear. So I'm not saying like, oh, you're this and that, your mom, your dad, this. I basically shit on people like in game, and then I say stuff. Okay, like I say you got shit on, your fucking dog shit or something, and it's all a joke. Okay, it's literally all a joke, and I'm not even gonna say it's to like to give myself a confidence boost while I'm playing. It's literally because it's funny and people enjoy it. Okay. And to the people who come into my chat saying random stuff, I say it back. And if they can't handle it and they go cry, that's not my fault. Because
Exactly.
like half these kids come here with their mom's phone, that they barely got after school. They start swearing and I fucking shit on them. And, like I call them out and then I hide them from the stream. And then they come on second accounts and I keep calling them out and I keep doing it again. And then people say, "Oh, I'm the bad guy," but it's kind of sad. But it's fine. It happens. If you're not getting hit, you're doing something wrong, dude.
Okay, Taha, apne question bol de, bro.
So like, what was your motivation behind starting YouTube? I don't know.
Thwifo, 100%. It has to be Thwifo,
You,
dude.
for real,
Uh,
I'm cutting your तुम्हारी बात कट रहा हूँ but Thaipo, किसी को नहीं पता यहाँ पे, he's like OG creative video like
Yeah,
creator.
he was like originally everyone wanted to be like Thwifo. I'll be honest, dude. Completely for myself, the way he uploaded his highlights and like how he showcased his skill, the music he used, it completely like it was insane. I just wanted to be like that, and
नहीं,
then I
chat
started
Personal,
seeing.
में
personal
किसी को भी नहीं
reason.
पता होगा about Thaipo यहाँ पे
Yeah,
chat में, सिर्फ बहुत लोग
look
को
up Thwifo. He's like the OG like a
Yeah,
montage.
and he was probably one of the first people I was
Yep.
regarding montage.
If you go see my old videos, most of my titles were almost just like his, and he basically inspired a whole like
Sorry.
he inspired a whole new like wave of montages, using like these
Mm.
songs and stuff like
What's
together, like the
really
rap
like
songs.
personal reason for starting YouTube other than Twitter?
My personal reason was I guess I just wanted to get known in my community and like because I always saw like no matter what community I was in, even in my old community when I used to play a mobile game called Clash Royale, I was like I was up there like for influence. I wanted to influence the right thing. I wanted to help people who deserved it, and I just I wanted to like I decided to make a platform for myself where I could help people. And I also need to like thank a lot of people for helping me. That's like Ducky by Gigi by Zane Psycho Gamer, everyone like they all helped me out, at one point. And I feel like if I could, when I saw them do that, and I feel like if I could do that for someone else, that would make me really happy.
So moving on, this is a controversial question, but I think it needs to be asked. What are your thoughts on aim assist?
Okay, dude. Aim assist, it's there. Okay, like it's not the controller player's fault that aim assist is in the game. If I'm gonna blame anyone, it's Epic. It's just that I don't like it when controller players who like no, I'm not gonna say rely on aim assist, but use aim assist like shame other players who don't
Like abuse
and
aim
say
assist.
yeah, not I wouldn't say abuse like that because that's on Epic, right? It's not the player's fault that they're using aim assist. That's completely Epic's fault for messing it up. But I don't like it when a player like completely like degrades other players like on their aim or their skill after the aim assist buff. I don't really think that's a fair thing to do. But I also would like to see a legacy nerf. I would like to see balancing
Definitely,
like so
definitely.
linear. Linear is like the main way of playing the game. Maybe they could fix the tracking like stuff on it. I know some people say it's pretty like broken as well. I don't know what's broken or not, but all I know is linear takes a lot more skill than others or the other two
Yeah.
options, and it also showcases mechanical like skills as well. But I don't hate people who use aim assist. I just hate Epic for messing it up.
Yeah, I think you summed it up pretty well. Like it's
Another
mostly
question
Epic's
here is what do you think of LAN tournaments happening in Lahore and why don't you go to them? Is it because you don't have time or is it because you've had toxic experiences?
Okay, I do have toxic experiences, like especially from friends before, like I've said from the Clash Royale community, but otherwise, like the whole face reveal thing, I'm kind of saving. It's like a project for me, and if I go to a land, that would be like ruined completely for me. It's not that I don't want to support the scene. I would love to get out the word that there's a LAN tourney going on in Lahore, and I actually will after this. But for now, I'm just trying to save like the big face reveal for like myself. I don't want it to be like publicized somewhere that I'm not with, if you get what I mean. Like I want it to be on my own grounds, like in a place where I'm comfortable and
Yeah.
I can share the experience.
makes perfect
Yeah, that's
sense.
understandable.
So Mint is asking. I mean, Mint, I think Alvi did answer your question technically. Mint asked, will you do a vlog on the channel?
I don't think I'll ever move towards that type of content. Not right now, at least. I feel like I need to focus on a lot more things before I get into like that type of like IRL content.
So we have
Okay.
another question here. What's your opinion on the Fortnite, like the current state of Fortnite? Like, do you think it's dead? Do you think it's going well?
I'll be really honest. The way it's going right now, it's on a really, really big decline, especially for competitive players who grind their ass off. They have nothing to play for right now. The solo cash cups are good, but like if you look at it, we're not really getting what we deserve as a region. I mean, everyone should like. I mean, all regions should honestly like get a buff in their prize pool, like regardless of like how many players there are. It's just not. I don't see how top five, weekly, twice for a region is fair at all. These players are like grinding their asses off, and they don't deserve to like place number 6 and not make any money, place top 10 and not make any money. I feel like if they add content into the game that casuals can enjoy, and if they keep a whole different like I want them to make any arena game mode they play completely like what's it called cut off to these content updates. So just a set map, the set loot pool, and completely get rid of all the like the stuff they add to the pubs, the team rumble stuff, and I think we'd have a really good balance of content and competitive. If that makes sense.
I
Yeah,
think I
that's
can
like
actually provide a unique perspective here. I am completely a casual in Fortnite. I hardly ever play, so I'm quite terrible at the game. Quite honestly, it's not fun for me because as a casual, I come into a lobby and I'm immediately just annihilated. There's people building giant bloody towers. We've all seen the memes about it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
this was a bad
unplayable.
time to join
I think
Fortnite.
getting into Fortnite right now in the state it's in, where it's not that like it's pretty. I wouldn't say like it's hard to win. I would say it's like it's the same it's always been to win, but the excitement of a win has like gradually decreased over time because it's
Yeah,
been so like pubs have
I
been like
really remember my
literally
first
washed
game,
for
and
so
it
long.
would be like, yeah, it would be
Yeah,
like so good.
everyone remembers their first game, but like no one remembers the game they won 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago. It's never the same feeling. It's just like the same old game you keep playing. That's why like stuff like creative is a good change.
I feel like they killed off pubs like when they introduced bots. I feel like they're
Yeah.
just the end of
Honestly, I feel like I don't know why, but like obviously for me, I would love Siphon in, but
yeah,
Epic
Siphon
has
was
their
also
reasons, dude. The stuff they were doing with Tilted, like Neo Tilted, Cowboy Tilted, that stuff was good. That was new stuff every week, and if that is separated from the competitive events, like if there's no Cowboy Tilted in competitive, or if there's like changes that are separate for each player base, I feel like it'd be really good. Epic Game
fair
could
enough.
like actually do really good if they just listened.
But I feel like they're gonna focus more on competitive next season with like the
Yeah,
changes
I feel
and
like they have to now.
with the
But they
land
need
one
to
coming up.
keep
They are
casuals in
not.
mind as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
really do
probably
because I mean,
casuals
casuals
they
are
are
the
like,
main way they're making money. I think
yeah,
honestly.
they are the ranks.
They're going to just dry out their player base if not.
Yeah, it's the same thing over and over again. It's not really fun. At some point, it gets like really, really like annoying to just keep playing the same game and expecting something new to happen.
Definitely.
People
Yeah,
don't have the
okay.
time to make Fortnite as a part-time job in order to win a match and have fun.
Yeah, that's why like I did focus on content a little bit more than competitive. It's because I saw a little bit like a brighter future and in content for myself at least. So like I put a lot of time into streaming when everyone was grinding competitive and stuff. But I don't regret it at all. I think having influence is just as
Definitely
important as
paid off.
being good at the game. Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
This is
next
you.
question. Do you support mobile games as a feature in Pakistan?
Yes, 100%. I came from a mobile game, so yeah, I do support it. I don't know about PUBG though. Like, I can't vouch for PUBG because I've never played it on a high level, but I can like vouch for other games like Clash Royale. Like, I can definitely vouch for that. I've played it. I know the community there. It's just as hardworking. The contracts are the same, dude. Everything is the content. Everything is the same. It's all like one grind. You're all trying to reach like a new stage in your life, and this is what it's all about. And I do support them completely.
Okay, ask this question,
So
Zion.
Slay is asking like it is a pretty common question. What's like your tips regarding YouTube, like streaming, and which platform do you think players should focus on more, like YouTube or Twitch or even Mixer now?
I'm gonna say for now, if you're from Pakistan, you should stick to YouTube. Uh, Twitch is decent, but the thing is like buffer times are insane. And when you live in a country like Pakistan, convenience is like the most like the highest like thing people will look at. It's like the most important thing because like if I can't load your stream, I'm not gonna watch it. And if you stream on Twitch, the majority of people won't be able to load your stream and they won't watch. You'll you won't really have that player base that you can relate to or that watch you that can relate to you as well. So for that reason, I stick to YouTube. I don't know about Mixer myself. I've never been on there personally, like streamed on there, but I streamed on Twitch and I've also streamed on YouTube, and I would recommend YouTube because you can build your own personal brand on YouTube with your like montages, your stream highlights, and you can stream on the side. But yeah, that's pretty much. I definitely like. I think streaming on YouTube. And my tip for doing well streaming, regardless of where you stream, is consistency and consistency. Be different and always involve your community in what you do. Whether that means chatting to them, like checking their videos out, whatever you can do, playing customs with them, playing squads with them, zone wars, box fights. Just engage with your chat. It's the most
Yeah,
important thing. Make
exactly.
everyone feel like they're important.
Actually, something of a continuation of that from my side. Have you read the new Pemra
I did. Yeah, I
content
saw
creation
that.
license? What do you think of
What,
that?
what I think about that is, if that is true, I'm not going to even though like I do have a decent following, I'm not going to pursue YouTube. If that's the case, I would switch to Twitch because I do have a decent international following or a Middle Eastern following. A lot of my followers are also like Indian, and they don't have any issues with Twitch. It's just Pakistan. But if that did happen, I don't think it's likely. I think it will get reverted. But if that did happen, I would switch to Twitch.
Yeah, it will definitely get reverted because it's like I don't even know if it's legal like in the
Yeah, no,
US.
it didn't come from a smart like place
And
either. I feel
it
like it was
hasn't
just
bill hasn't been passed yet and probably won't.
Yeah, okay,
It's just
next
like a
question. Five players qualify from Middle East to World Cup solos. Who do you think will qualify, or who do you want to qualify?
five. Can I do 10 instead? I feel like five is too little. I
Okay,
want
you can do 10 if
uh,
Fortnite.
bro, like obviously I want everyone to qualify, but I'll tell you, like, if I tell you based on who's like really consistent, I will tell you five people. Okay, I will tell you the five people are ASMR Spy, Soriano, Unit, Power Samud, or I think it's Hamud. I'm not sure.
It's a mood, babe.
And okay, Power Hamud. And I would say fifth. I'm just gonna throw in Addy there. 'Cause that's my boy. I want to see him up there.
That's your boy, you mean?
Vouch.
Gotcha, bro.
Vouch.
No, I feel like
Yeah.
you missed like RV, like that
Yeah,
RV guy.
Yeah,
TSK.
is the thing is like ever since he pulled the
Yeah,
yeah
Yeah,
proper career,
proper drop करके गया.
Listen,
it's
listen,
just that
listen,
I've lost some
listen,
respect from that
listen.
that
Guys,
situation.
guys, I think
मैच के दौरान ज्यादा प्यारा था.
Taha, World Cup qualifier is going to be more different than what we are playing right now. All these cash cups, these player WK and
Yeah,
stuff.
100%.
World Cup is going to be
Yeah.
passive as fuck. So like nobody will, all these good players, everyone will struggle. Nobody will be able to WK easily. So
Hmm.
it's going to be
It's
different. Like
it's gonna be like really, it's gonna be like very passive because all players are gonna be good. I feel like they should add like the same system they did with trios, how there was
yeah,
semifinals and then finals,
semifinals and finals
like stuff like
exactly,
that.
exactly.
That would like water down all the players to like 100 of the best players, and they would play 5 games, amongst themselves. But also that would stop players like this is really bad. I think it's really annoying as well that players abuse this, but people wait really long for queue times, and they
Yeah.
wait like let's say 15, 20 minutes, and they get a really lucky game in where there's a full-on bot lobby. They get 20 kills, and now they're ahead by a lot. It's a lot
Nowadays,
of RNG.
nowadays there is
Mhm.
a glitch where like your game won't count or your points won't count. Most of these kids get
Save
points
the
from
name.
that too.
Yeah, I saw in Winter Royale there was some controversy about people bugging their games on purpose to get 0 points, but they would count eventually. They would count, but still having those 0 points would mean you still get that same
Yeah,
lobby you've been getting.
yeah. Like they would get the same. Like they won like 20 kills game in like 3 games in a row with 20 above kills.
Yeah, that's just not fair for the rest of the people. But like trios and squads were like a really good, like, even though squads is kind of scuffed, trios and squads, the main reason they were that good is because it was such a controlled environment, and everyone playing in that finals had the chance to win. It's just that how well they played it and how much experience they had, and that's why a lot of people will tell you that trios was like the best time they had
Yeah.
playing this game competitively.
Like World Cup qualifiers are going to be difficult and more skill based than what we are playing right now on these all these cash cups. Like I'm not saying it doesn't require skill, but World Cup will be a lot difficult and
It's a
different in
completely
this.
different game. World
Yeah,
Cup, you'll see, is a completely different game.
exactly. Like all these good, like players who are placing well by W King won't be able to place well in World Cup, in my opinion.
I agree with that.
Here's another question from chat, slightly on topic. Random question, but what will Alvi do if he gets to $3 million?
If I get the 3 million, I'm gonna have to give like a 80% cut to Eddie.
Oh
That's
yeah,
my bae.
baby.
But honestly, 3 million. It might sound like oh no way this is gonna happen, but like I would give a very large amount to my family because like they've supported me for so long, and I feel like they really deserve it. And then maybe some I could give back to the community, host a tournament. I already spent very little of the money I earned for myself, and that's just it's not because like I think I'm like hot shit. I don't need money or like I can just get it whenever I want. It's just because like I like supporting people, and I like rewarding people who believe in my vision. That's why I help out my mom, my dad, my brother whenever I can.
Mint too, mint. He's asking for
Yeah.
5%.
All right, you got 5% then.
Okay, there is a question in my DMs, but मैं नाम नहीं लूँगा उसका, ठीक है? इस बंदे का इसने is Shikafti cringy or like it's like wanna be funny or like
Holy
what's your
shit.
thoughts on Shikafti?
Shikafati is obviously like you have people that everyone like. There's always gonna be the one person that finds like stuff cringy, and these aren't. It's not like always this one same person, but like the content you enjoy, you like, you find funny, you'll find it funny. But the ones that you don't like, obviously, you will call it cringy. The same with everything. If you don't like something, you won't say anything good about it. But it also doesn't mean you have to say something bad about it. I'm gonna say that Shikafti has a very unique form of content and that people enjoy, and I really am very proud that he started the YouTube wave, and he helped a lot of us, whether we like to admit it or not, whether he is cringe or not. He is the pinnacle of like YouTube Fortnite content creation, and he's just for me he's funny. I find him really funny myself.
I really love
Uh,
Shkafity, no jokes. I really love
Same.
that
Yes,
guy.
same.
He's one of
He's
the
a very
Yeah.
nice
Yeah.
guy. And it's not cringy, okay? If someone is like trying to entertain you, like, okay, don't get entertained, but don't call it cringy. He doesn't act
Yeah,
cringy.
that's
Okay.
like a personal opinion.
He's just trying to chill
Everything
out.
appeals to different people.
Yep.
Yeah, different people like different things. Acha, I have a question here from Slay, who's just like demanding me to ask you. So basically, what are your like tips for someone whose account got terminated, like YouTube account, and if his
Damn.
account is not coming there, his account is not coming back, then what do you think the guy should pursue instead of YouTube because he can no longer YouTube?
Okay, first of all, I think
upload
you
videos?
should definitely what's it called? Get your strike or your termination reviewed. I think you can. And then make sure if you think you didn't do anything wrong, talk to them about it. Because even though I did tell you, Slade, that you're not supposed to use that child protection setting, you use it anyways, and that is kind of your fault because child endangerment laws are really, really serious, especially on YouTube. So yeah, I would say honestly, like look for other platforms to advertise yourself on, like the Facebook group if you want to. Twitter is really good too. Twitter is a really good place to grow on, and it's very beneficial on Twitter too, because on Twitter you have all the orgs. It's so easy to look at, look through people and look at them, their skill set. I would also recommend Twitch for streaming. All these like other platforms. YouTube isn't the only platform, but I will say, in my opinion, YouTube is the best platform to represent yourself, show your own brand off.
ये
YouTube blocked
question.
his email, so he can no longer contact YouTube.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know that's your
He's
fault.
made two accounts. He's made two accounts now, and he's banned on
Child,
another one of them.
child thing is such a big buzz. on the internet. I mean, you should have probably read about it.
Okay, next question.
Even if you're studying at YouTube now, just like don't select like your channel is for kids or whatever.
Yeah.
It's gonna get banned.
I wanna ask this question so badly. Hamad in the chat ने पूछा. People don't have good PCs in Pakistan. Some people don't have good internet in Pakistan, but many people have bad internets, which makes competitive so hard. So thoughts?
Okay, there's a lot of ways you can, unless I would say unless you're origins and you're from Bawalpur and you have no gaming zones at all near you, I feel like actually, going to a gaming zone or asking a friend could, it could honestly like it would be a lot more worth it than just sitting home hoping that you make it on a broken setup or a bad setup. I would honestly recommend going to gaming zones because it's not only just a better setup, it's a competitive community. And once you surround yourself with people who play this game, who play every day, who want to get better, eventually you'll see yourself getting better as well. So I definitely recommend going for gaming zones. If you don't have a gaming zone and you still feel like you want a future in Fortnite, you're not only like you don't have to be limited as a player. You can do other things. You can manage teams. You can be a social media manager. You can do GFX.
Vouch.
It's all things that you can learn. It's all things you can like learn to help out in whatever way you can.
Vouch.
Whatever like thing you feel like you're missing, you can make up for it. And trust me, like I know this. I used to play on a laptop. I had like really bad FPS too, but you just have to make your way. You have to make your own way.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah,
work hard,
definitely.
and you'll be
If
rewarded.
you're dedicated about something, you will probably find a way to play it. I know a few people who literally drove around 40 to 50 minutes a day to another city during winter to play, and now they can afford their own setups and stuff. You
I
just
think
have
it's
to be
immoral
dedicated,
for everyone.
yeah, you
Like
just have
there's
to be
there's
dedicated
ways if you
about
look for
something.
them.
And try
Yeah,
talking to your parents too. Like you can like some parents are ignorant. They are like very they're still like in the dinosaur age. They don't think that this stuff will help or anything in any way possible. But honestly, it is job experience if you think about it. Like these contracts, all
Boomers.
this stuff is real. It is real. And if you honestly, it took me like 2 years to convince my parents that there is a certain future in this and I can help out, and I could put this on the side, like I could help you out. That's why I took a gap year from school just to pursue this. And in Clash Royale, it worked out very well. But just some small things happened and it ruined my chances a lot. So that's why I quit that game. But if you do convince your parents, if they believe in your vision, and it's your job to convince them, no one else is gonna do it because your parents are gonna listen to you before they listen to anyone else. And if they really do care about you, I feel like they will help you out.
वरना घर छोड़ के भाग जाओ आगे बैड एडवाइस ना हो
Nah.
खैर बात
Okay.
ये है कि यार if you're dedicated about something just like focus on and like competitive is not for everyone like I just want to say
Yeah,
this
that's definitely true.
ठीक है you like not everyone can be as good as the best players in the world you
There's
just
a
have
lot
to
of ways
find
to like yeah, find your path. Like join a community, see what's going on, try to find your opportunity. Are you good at this? Are you good at that? Find your skill. Help people out. If you can like play Fortnite, okay, you can start coaching. If you can start you can start looking at competitive games. You can be like a scout. You can see this team rotates here. I'll help this guy out. He plays competitive. Maybe I'll get some pay on the side. I'll be able to afford this and that. You can grind and you can get to what you want. I used to play on a MacBook on CS, and I thought one day maybe I'll be able to play on like an actual PC, and it happened. All I did was believe, and I just kept on moving forward.
exactly like this is also a problem between like most of the Pakistani community is pretty young like around 10 to 15 and like I
Mhm.
see players literally playing 10 hours a day they're ruining their lives but they still don't perform and like my advice is just like yeah you shouldn't give up but like at this point you should understand that maybe it is just not for you you should like focus on other side like this is a very important time of your
It's
life
just the hard reality.
you
You
just
can't be
need to
throwing away
focus
this
on
life.
everything yeah
You know, Alvi,
I mean,
why he's
I know
saying
people
this?
who literally give up their social lives and stuff, their studies, everything just for Fortnite, just to grind and just to make
No,
money,
Alvi,
and
do
they
you
still
know why
don't.
he's saying this?
Why?
Because he got
Oh my god.
clapped today in tournament.
Shut up, okay. No, bro, I was doing so
Bruh.
good, and you just okay, I don't want to.
I love you, bro. I love you.
Yeah, 60
What the
yards, gangs. By the way, 60 yards.
Okay, last question
Uh,
from my side. Uh, Alvi, do
Here's
you
one.
think living outside of Pakistan give you a huge advantage in competitive? And should people in Pakistan be compared outside of, समझ गए?
Um, I obviously it does give you an advantage, but what about the second part of the question? What did you ask?
And
Living
should
us
people Pakistan be compared with people outside of Pakistan?
Overseas
Second.
Pakistanis.
honestly, it's at that point right now where regardless of where you live, okay, in Pakistan, I feel like you could get very decent ping, okay, if you actually tried. I used to get a lot higher ping. Now I have 30. It's like 50 at the start of a game, and then it goes down to almost 25 at the end games. My creative ping is fine too. I can make content. If you really think ping is that much of a difference, I'll tell you. There's people who play number one in ME with 170 ping from other regions, so you can't really make that ping excuse. But for Pakistanis who will say this guy doesn't deserve this because he's from here, and I'm here and this,
I played.
that's just a mentality thing,
Uh,
because like Addy also played on high ping for the
yeah.
like majority of Middle East. His internet recently got fixed. He played trios with bad ping. He played like all of this. He played with bad ping, and just because he's not from Pakistan doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Obviously, sometimes it is an advantage, like Pakistan electricity issues and stuff. But always remember that everyone has their own issues. All right, or like wherever you live, everyone has their own issues. Some people don't have time to play, regardless of their ping. You know, some people might not be able to perform well if they don't practice enough. They don't have time enough. But I feel you should be able to compare people wherever they live. You can compare Pakistani people who live in Pakistan to the best players. You can compare Pakistanis who live outside of Pakistan to the best players, because honestly, they've reached that point where all they need, the only boost they need, is like an environment, like type of like a gaming house, or like they just need an incentive to become the best. Honestly, at this point, because we've seen people like Arslan Ash do it at like live tournaments. The only difference with Fortnite is that majority of the tournaments that Pakistanis can play are only online, and that doesn't showcase our full skill, because online has its different advantages. Like you have someone with 240 hertz against a 60 hertz guy with low FPS, and that's the Pakistani, that's what Pakistani setups are like, and that sucks. But it's the truth. And if you don't think you can do better, you can, because a lot of the people in this call started with the 60 hertz and worked their way up, and now they're like at 144 hertz with high FPS. Yeah,
I'm still stuck at
Alvi, I played FNCS trios. I played FNCS trios on 60 hertz too.
yeah, they have like $200 controllers, and they can buy the same controller again every month, because they're the controller just sucks, dude. I don't want to say his name, but this guy, yeah, it's Addy. Okay, he bought 2 controllers, and they both broke, and and that's on him. That he's done so good for himself that he can do that.
I can
Yeah,
still
so I
afford
definitely feel
5
like
6 of them.
Pakistani, or like if you live in Pakistan or not, it's still a. Mhm. If you still live in Pakistan or outside of Pakistan, doesn't matter if you're representing your country, if you're, showing yourself as a Pakistani, it's a W for everyone. Everyone wins at the end of the day.
Yeah, true.
So we have a question from EXE Bhai. What are your thoughts on any players getting more seats in the World Cup, even though they have less players?
Um, I honestly I don't think I'm educated enough on that topic to give an answer, but if I could give you my ideal World Cup, you know, my ideal World Cup seating, and it would be EU. I'm gonna say that who deserves the most spots and why, and that I'm gonna start with like EU gets number 1 spots, and that's like however much of a percentage, just more than everyone else. NA East at number 2, and then we'd have Brazil,
Yeah,
then
Brazil.
NA West. Then we had Brazil, NA West. I think following NA West would be Asia,
Yeah,
then
Asia,
Middle East,
Middle East.
Middle East, and then Oceania. And it's nothing to do with the fact that the players are bad or good in any region. It's just the overall fairness, and it sucks. But you saw that Oceania, they just had a huge pro-am. Even though they have the least player base overall in Fortnite competitive, they still have events like that, and it's huge. And even Fortnite supports that type of stuff.
They have
So
2
like
of
even
them.
though they have like a bad player base, yeah, they made two pro-ams, huge tournament prize pool, and Fortnite supported all of that. It just sucks that there's nothing like that happening in Middle East, but inshallah soon maybe we'll see something like that. But yeah, I feel like that'd be a good way to seed it. NA and EU, they both deserve players, like a lot of players to come from each region, or those 2 regions, because they are the most populated regions, and it would make a lot more sense.
Yes, sir. Okay, will you travel? Will you travel to LAN event in like Middle East or no?
Depends on like the event. If it's like a big event and my friends are going, I think I will go.
Yeah,
And
like
if
a
it's like
big
a good
event.
opportunity for everyone. Yeah, but main reason would be to meet people,
Since Harvey is
Like obviously
paying,
winning would
since Harvey is paying for me, I'm going.
then I would go too if I get to meet you.
Oh yeah.
I'll book you guys
I
along.
ship it.
So,
Right, here's another one from chat.
what are your thoughts
One
on
of them is
it?
asking, ask Alvi if he sees the Pakistani community doing anything in Fortnite on an international level, and do you think you'll be able to build a community where everybody can represent Pakistan internationally?
Right now I don't, because we play a game that is held back by ping and regional differences. Like we have we have separate regions. Right now, the only person, I don't think a single person has made it international in Pakistan gaming, except Arslan. This man is connected with Red Bull. He's won Korean tournaments. He's in the US winning tournaments. He's like literally paving the way for so many people. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, it's Arslan Ash, the Tekken champion from Evo 2 times in a row. He's like the one person that's made it internationally. But the thing is, to make it internationally, you need to be able to compete at LANs, and that means making sacrifices like monetary sacrifices, or your team with supporting you, like taking you to LAN events. And it sucks because like most of these LAN events, getting into, honestly, it does take connections and past uh, achievements that you could only have earned if you actually had a region to perform in. Like we just got Middle East, I think it was 6-7 months ago or 4. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 months ago. And trust me, like soon in the future, you'll see a Pakistani player repping in the World Cup, and that's not even a joke. It's just gonna happen. Yeah, inshallah, it's gonna happen. You're gonna see like Indian players, like Pakistani players, people from Dubai, all over from Middle East, and regardless of where they're from, what religion they are, you just have to remember that they're from Middle East, and that we know them and that we support them. And if they win, it's honestly like us winning too, because that's our region and we have to rep it.
Yeah, I have to bring
Prats is
something
in the
up.
chat.
Do you guys?
Yeah, we got Prats and shit, man. Everybody drop some respect for the Unity guy.
No, the Unity guy.
Wait, am I getting that wrong?
Okay.
No,
do
yeah.
you-
No, it's
do you
perfect.
guys remember when Australian Open Twitter said like they wanted to invite some players and everybody in the community tagged? I think it was either
Yeah,
or
Soriano.
and-
Soriano.
Yeah, it was Soriano, and he still didn't get. It was like
Landslide.
400+ people.
Actual
Yeah,
landslide.
it
Yeah, it
and
was
he still
crazy.
didn't- He still didn't get invited. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I was about to bring up. Connections are crazy. Like none of them know him personally. Like none of them know him. It is their tournament, but at the end of the day, if you're inviting people from each region and you don't even give Middle East one spot, that's honestly a shame. And he could have represented us and won that even. He's such a good player, and he deserves to be up there with the legends. Honestly, but people like Benji Fishy, honestly, they're in their own class. But I feel like if you've, yeah, because I think they invited a decent amount of Asian players as well. If you just saved one spot, honestly, one spot for Soriano or any like very very good player in the Middle East that got vouched for, you would see you'd see a boost in viewership too, because a single Middle Eastern being there would honestly bring the whole region to watch that. It would be like, honestly, it would be amazing to see someone like do that. It sucks, but it is connections. There's nothing you can do about it. It's connections, and at the end of the day, it's the tournament people. That's they decide what's
Yeah.
going on, what's not going on.
Okay, what are your thoughts on console?
Like, listen, I respect console players. Like, I watched Jack stream, even though like my guy had shadows on. Like, it was fun to watch it. Like, you look, you have to come from somewhere, right? I came from Xbox, bro. Xbox, And as much as you roast me for playing on an Xbox, it's where I started to, learn from. Basically everyone who plays on controller started from console, and they work their way up. And yeah, dude, console is good for casual gaming, but if you want to make it competitively, just pray there's another event like Winter Royale where you can buy a PC after winning some money, or just I honestly don't know what to tell you. Console is just really hard to compete on, bro. Like, but there's
Yeah.
people doing really good work for console, like Con Gamer with Delta Scrims,
Nile.
with his prize pool and stuff. Yep. And Niall, who like my guy literally bought a 2080 Ti and i9-9K PC with console winnings, which is
Yeah.
insane, and he completely deserves it because he's such a good player.
Exactly.
He's really consistent. He's number 1 in Middle East, I think, right, for the PR,
Yeah.
and number 15 in the world.
For
Yeah,
console.
he deserves it. He
yeah.
honestly,
And he's Pakistani.
and he deserves it.
Okay, Alvi, Khwaja is asking कि तुम्हारा 248s आ गया? Like,
5th February is when they'll start delivering it. If you want to know more, it's a Rogue Strix 240 hertz. It's G-Sync compatible. The reason I chose it is because G-Sync, I've been told by a lot of competitive players, is very good for endgame and stuff. And also 240 hertz is like apparently really good for 1v1s and pre-fires and stuff. I mean, I just wanted it because I also need a second monitor, and I don't think if I'm gonna buy a monitor, it's gonna be like a 144 or a 60. I wanted to just get a 240 hertz, and it would make streaming a lot easier for me as well to have a second monitor on the side.
Uh, it's Sajid here is asking, okay, what's your thoughts on removing Southeast Asia foreign servers?
Dude,
The C
honestly, I feel
servers.
so bad. I feel so bad for C players. Every day, there's not a single day that passes by that I hear Roshi say, "Bring back C servers, bring back C servers." If you don't know, Roshi's like one of. I think he might be like one of the only Singaporean players I know. Him and Vance and Steady are the only three Pakistani Singaporean players I know, and they're really good, bro. They're really good players,
Steady's
and it
one.
sucks. Yes, Steady's Pakistani. His name is Akil Diaz. It sucks that they're held back by stuff like that, bro. Like I really hate seeing it. Everyone deserves to have good ping. Everyone deserves to be able to compete. But the thing is, those same players have been through so much that it doesn't matter what region they play in. They shit on everyone. Like Steady just placed number 9 with like high ping in Middle East, and it's honestly it's very inspiration. Like it's inspirational, honestly, to see that because even with his issues, he makes it to the top, and he's representing Pakistan. He's representing
He
Singapore.
placed on OCE as well, right? When they had the C
Uh,
servers.
I think that was I don't think that was him, but I know Frenzy does really good with that, and
Yeah,
he's from Indonesia.
Frenzy
He
and
plays top
Seekers.
three.
Frenzy and
Yeah,
Seekers,
are
they're
yeah
twins.
they're the probably the best duo like I've ever seen. I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
They're
they're
so good, dude.
twins.
It's just that twin mentality. It's in their head. But like, I mean, most of all, like, not only are we a Pakistani community, but we're also like, I hate bringing like religion into it, but like, regardless of what you think, like, even the FNCS squad winners, they were all Muslims. And obviously, it's Middle East, but you have to see that most of these players who play in Singapore are also Muslims. Like Nomfu and Mev, they're Muslim. They have actually like really, really heavy Muslim names too. Like, I don't think I should say their names, but yeah, they're. It's like we're all like one community. You just have to see that at the end of the day. And regardless of if you're from Singapore, here, everyone deserves to have their own servers. Everyone deserves to play at their best, at their peak. It just sucks that some things like that happen where they take their servers away. Even though C had a really decent player base, it's just that Middle East was like the most balanced server place they could host. Even though we started in India, now we're in Bahrain. Addy used to get really like bad ping on Mumbai, and then he got really bad ping in Bahrain, and now he has decent ping.
My
Right, Addy, or is it really good?
Today I was getting shit ping too. I don't know why.
Well, what about before? Just don't tell Chad.
Okay,
I know
my first event on zero ping, I got top 7 in solo cash cup.
that was really good. I remember that. What about number 5?
I dropped
Or number 4, number 6? Okay, okay. Yeah, no one deserves to get their region yoinked. Honestly, like that sucks. But I feel like if they do add a region like playlist for servers on the site, it would be a good thing. It would honestly be a really good thing. At least let the community host their own tournaments if Epic isn't going to fund Sue servers. Honestly, like they could do really good with New Zealand too because NZ players get 30 ping to Singapore, and people from I think it's I don't know which side it is that's closer to New Zealand for Australia. I think it might be Melbourne. I'm not too sure, but they get really bad ping as it is to Oceania. I think they get I think they get 60 ping. That's where Flea lives. No, it's Western Australia. I think it's Sydney. Yeah, it's probably Sydney, and they get really bad ping to Oceania servers. So honestly, if they added C servers, you'd get a lot of like Oceania players going to C servers for better ping.
Okay,
Just my thought.
I'm not gonna name his उसका नाम ही लूंगा stream पे, but मेरे DM में एक
अब भाई
सवाल
तू
आया.
किसका नाम लेके बात करता है? किसी का नहीं, बस
नहीं
आराम से
like
बोल दिया
bro मुझे DM आते हैं ना कि नाम नहीं लोगे.
अच्छा सही है,
Okay.
चल.
Would you leave MES for like बाहर एक international org के लिए?
He almost leaked his name.
Would I leave MES for an
Nah.
international org? Obviously, like I have my contract with MES, regardless of how long it is, because obviously I can't talk about my contract. Regardless of how long it is, a person should always look out for himself. Right now, that would actually like to have that mentality that I would leave MES would mean that I think of myself as someone who deserves an org, like like you're saying, international, right? Like Liquid, NRG, and these type of stuff.
Liquid, yeah, yep.
I personally don't think I'm at there yet, so I wouldn't like even think about that right now. But that's like the end goal, right? Everyone's trying to get there, and yeah, if I ever did get an offer from a really big org, I would have to first of all make sure my org was okay with it and like leaving. But I'm pretty sure that regardless of who it is, which org you're in, if the org that you're in doesn't support that, you going to a huge team like that representing your community in the Middle East, then something is wrong with the org. You know, if your org doesn't let you explore big opportunities like that can help you blow up. Like let's say we have Addy, okay, and he wants to he gets signed to Liquid, okay, and his team lets him go. That's a huge opportunity for him, right? And let's say like someone holds the guy back from going to that team. That would honestly that would suck, and that would ruin his whole opportunity. Like even though like RB it's the biggest team in Pakistan right now, and probably it's like I think like top 6 or top 5 last season in PR, I think, or it's top 3. I forget, but like you can never hold back a person from from being like the best version of themselves, and supporting each other is like the one thing a team should do, regardless of how
Okay.
like contract or not.
An update. It's Jareen, right?
Yeah,
उसकी वीडियो में मैव नोटिस हुआ है टॉप बेस्ट प्लेयर इन एशिया आई थिंक somebody just tweeted it.
yeah, Jane. No, that's crazy. Yeah, he deserves that. No, like he's amazing. Mev is TSK Mev, right? Yeah. No, he's very consistent, dude. He honestly really, really deserves it. He's been consistent for so long. He had #1 placements in trios. He used to get, I think, #1, 2, and now he's getting them in. He's getting them in FNC squads. He's placing good in cash cups. He definitely deserves it. It's just that experience from OG Asia servers that he got, like Singapore scrims and Asia scrims from the World Cup, helped them get so far ahead. And it's honestly amazing that players like Soriano and Unit are still able to keep up with them, because that experience is everything.
And he's performing on Asian servers too and Middle East too.
Yeah, and Oceania, I think. They do good on all servers, and that's a really no one talks about this, but it's kind of underrated. Being able to play on multiple regions opens you up to so much more opportunities. It's actually insane. Like he can play on Asia, Middle East, and Oceania, which is actually like really good for him. I mean, regardless of how bad the ping is, those are all servers that he can compete on and make money, because that's how good he is, and make a name for himself in all of those communities.
Okay, so next question: who do you expect to qualify for World Cup from Pakistan?
If I say purely based on consistency, I would say Trickshots is from Saudi, but he still has pretty much the same ping. I think, right, as us, because I've seen him stream, and when he streams,
he does.
Yeah, he
yeah.
has
So
like
I'd like
40
to see.
50 ping.
Yeah, because he like not only does he play so, but he really does grind the game. He deserves to go up there. I would like to see Kowalski as there as well. Kowalski, he's never gotten a money finish, but he's always been right there, like right next to the placement. And I'd really like to see him go. He really does deserve it. He's such an insane player. He grinds daily. But it's just like, it sucks because I would want everyone, I would want everyone from Pakistan that I play with that I see grind, regardless of consistency or non-consistency, like just placing, doing your stuff, practicing, getting unlucky, you still deserve to go. But it just sucks that a system like that exists, Because I see so many people grinding and always getting top 50, top 100. They deserve, everyone deserves to go, bro. But it just sucks that the system Fortnite is in right now, you can't do that.
Okay, next question: if you won a charity tournament, which charity would you donate to and why?
Okay, I would donate to. If I had to donate to a charity, if I wanted to, probably S9G. If you guys don't know what it is, it's pretty much 69 nuggets. So if there's basically it's this it's this community for. Well, wait, no, yeah, it's this community for gamers. They're all controller players. They have some mental issues, so yeah, this would go forward to helping them out. If I ever won a charity match.
Yeah, they totally deserve it. Totally deserve it. Not gonna lie.
Charity's music.
Oh my.
What was the charity again?
Oh my
S9G.
fucking god! They totally deserve it. We have some disabled kids there. Like they totally deserve it. Not gonna lie.
I would say right now, stuff like the Australian bushfires and the Wuhan, issues, they deserve a lot of help. So I would donate to, I think, one of those two. They really need help. I mean, there's also stuff going on everywhere, but it's just that these ones are more, publicized. That there's stuff going on in Indonesia. I think there's floods and stuff. and like all these places, they all deserve help, but only the ones I know I can help really, and it sucks that that's the case, but you know, it happens.
Hey guys, so for this video,
Any other
I'm going
questions?
to.
So I have one from me. So all the Pakistani players, as mentioned before, play on like horrible ping and kind of horrible setups and all that. Well, not really horrible per se, but like less than other people in other areas. Do you think that means that some of us have the potential to be better than international players? Should we put the time in? Given that we've been at a disadvantage for long enough, like worked with a disadvantage, so should that disadvantage be taken away? Would we be able to surpass others?
I think 100% that's true. More than anything, having the right mentality is so much more important than having the best ping or the best FPS. If you have a bad mentality, regardless of your situation, you're honestly never going to get anywhere. And it's the same for everything, regardless of what disadvantages you have. If you tell yourself that every day that I have this, they have that, I'm not going anywhere. That's why they're doing this, and I'm not doing this. Then you're not going to succeed, and you're just gonna you're gonna be praying for that one moment where this does happen, and then you can do it. And by the time that does happen, like I do feel like we're gonna be at that point where people do get to represent us like that. If you, I feel like if that happened, definitely Pakistani players would be a force to reckon with. Because from my personal experience, I've seen so many like really good mechanical players. But the main issue with Fortnite is that you can never really say until you've been on that. So I've never been like in that situation where I can like 100% like I'm playing at the most optimum like 240 FPS, 240 hertz, zero ping setup. I've never been there. I've been close, but I've never been there, so I can't really give my honest opinions. But I've seen players on better setups do very like a lot better than before. And it's like I think Niffy used to went to play in the tournament in Gamebird, and he went on a completely different setup. And I think I remember him saying it was like a completely different game. Also weird, he just got a new monitor after his FNCS payments, and like completely different game again. So yeah, everyone can make
Potential.
it. You just have to have you have the potential. You just have to like keep a good mindset.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a
Because the
matter
only
of
thing
sheer
that
determination.
yeah, like you can't put a FPS cap or a hertz cap or a ping cap on your mentality. That's just on you completely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you think about coronavirus?
Bro, like honestly, I thought it would be like a very bad thing, but apparently it's not as big as people are making out to be. It doesn't just kill you. I think there are ways to like not I would prevent it, and I don't know if there's a way to treat it right now, but there's definitely ways to suppress it.
Okay, but I'm talking
There's
about coronavirus.
but she can infect me anytime, bro. That's all I'll say. I'm down. I'll be homesick for the rest of my life. I don't care.
Ah, damn.
We're talking about the same Karina, right? There's no guy called Karina.
Yeah, I'm talking about the same
Okay,
corona.
okay. Okay, Ayub Kopf, right? The same one?
Oh yeah.
Exactly,
You.
bro.
Is it? Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
One
Alvi,
second.
do you think you have a chance of qualifying for World Cup?
Honestly, like right now, probably not because I'm not focusing on competitive as much as someone should if they want to qualify, but it would be nice to. It depends on what the World Cup announcement is. I feel like I would grind. I feel like everyone would grind, but you just need to have a complete dedication towards one thing, and I don't think I can do that in my current state. Wait, but could I take like 1 minute of your time to just wish Origins a happy birthday?
Yeah, sure.
Really quickly. Alright, dude. Shout out to Hasib Arif, aka Origins, the Gurdullah. Happy birthday to him, bro. He's like, one of the best in my opinion. He's just like the best human being, the best player, everything in my opinion. I love him, bro.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday to him.
Everyone
Origins.
spam
Happy
Origins DMs right
birthday.
now with happy birthday. Just do it right
Yeah.
Happy
now.
birthday, mate.
Just everyone go to Origins DM and just say happy birthday and say it in the stream too.
Just spam,
Just
happy
spam his
birthday,
Discord,
it's
his
okay.
Twitter, his Facebook, everything.
Wait, what's his handle?
At Origins FN.
Origins with a Z.
Origins.
If you can you guess what video I used for him?
Oh no!
Yeah.
No way.
Hey, can I answer this question from Mint? He asked if I'm deciding to start starting to stream, but don't know what platform to stream on. Mint, I feel like you would do really good on Twitch because a lot of the people that watch Twitch also know you, and you have a really good following on Twitter to advertise Twitch. Because I mean, a lot of people that know you are in the Middle Eastern community, and they would they would love to support you because I would love to support you. You know, I watch your highlights. You know, even though you play on high ping, it's a lot of fun to watch and play with you. You know, you've been on my streams multiple times. You're actually really funny, and you actually have like what it takes to become really big and really funny. I would honestly love to see you make content on Twitch, and I'd support it too.
यार ये बंदा कब से पूछना चाहता
boys.
है
12 बज गए.
हाँ 12 बज गए लेकिन ये भी देख लो ये बंदा कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं ask Alvi
Okay, guys, we're
kindly
about to wrap it up. ठीक है, तो ask a final question
yeah
for Alvi.
this is final question okay
Because we have much to cover.
Guys, been asking for a while.
this
now,
is
so
final
let's
question chup
let's-
chup chup chup
yeah.
ask Alvi kindly why he think Pakistani community not much supportive why the leg pulling why they can't see one of us
I know what he means. I know what he means. He's talking about the
Flopper
chus,
kariya.
the ones that and Adi has said this the best. Okay,
True, ma'am.
the ones who pull your legs are the ones beneath you, right, Adi? This is exactly what you said.
yeah
People
Somewhat
people
of a
okay
philosophy.
okay Addy said that, you know, Addy, you know, 100% Addy. So basically, like, that sucks, okay, that the Pakistani community is like that, but just remember that the people who are doing that shit to you, they can never make it up, okay? They can never get to your level, so they'll pull you down to theirs. That's the only way they know how to succeed, is by pulling people down to their level, you know, shaming them in whatever way they can. All you have to do is completely ignore that and look at the community around you, the people around you, the ones that support you. Those are the ones that matter. Don't think about the hate comments, the dislikes on your videos. Talk about the good comments, the likes on your videos, the support you get. That's all that matters. Okay, if you're getting hate, that's good. You know, if you're doing good, if you're getting hate, that's actually doing good. You can never get anywhere without like not getting hate. So
Hey
if you're getting hate,
guys,
that's a
so
good
for
thing.
this
Don't take it as
video,
a bad
I'm
thing.
going
It's
to
just something
rank
you
the
learn
top
from.
3 Fortnite players.
And if it means anything, like I'm here to support you, Immortal Son. I've seen your streams too. I respect you. I respect the content you make. I saw the shit that happened with you, and it sucks, but I support you completely. I'm here for you as a member of the community, and I'm sure you would do the same for me if it was the other way around.
Yo, happy birthday to Origins, by the way. I just saw.
Yeah, the goat.
That's
Any more questions?
Yeah, I think we can wrap up the questions now. I think Alvi's tired too. So thank you for coming, Alvi. We really
No problem,
appreciate
guys.
being here. So,
Thank you,
like,
Todd.
Actually,
Thank you, Eddie.
I gotta drop a bombshell before Alvi leaves, right? As a complete newbie to the community, right? I have never watched one of Alvi's videos before. Blasphemy, I know. But based purely on my interaction with you on this podcast and what you said, the way you said it, your wording, everything about it, I got some mad respect for you, mate.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, Bob. That means a lot to me. Thank you, dude.
Alvi, you know, Bob's been on the stream before.
Yeah, has your name been
Yeah, 1 year.
RB Bobman as well?
Once or twice,
No,
I think.
that wasn't his name at that time, so we can't disclose. But yeah, he's been on your stream.
Wait, like on stream playing?
Yeah, on stream playing.
Wait, was
Oh.
this the guy?
No way. Wait, I think I might know.
oh, damn. Exposed. Exposed.
Yeah, this was the
Exposed.
guy.
Alright.
Oh,
Oh my
Lord,
God.
now we gonna get some Alvi fans kind of going down to his archives looking for me.
No, actually,
Alright,
I'm
thank
also gonna do that.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thank you,
That's
Taha,
pretty
Eddie,
lit. Yeah,
Bob, man.
Thanks for
Thank
coming,
you,
mate.
Young.
Thanks for coming.
I love you guys.
Thanks
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
coming,
Allah
Bobby.
Hafiz.
Love you. Take
Thank you,
care.
everyone.
Love
Love
you
you guys.
guys.
Love
Love
you.
you, Allah Hafiz.
Jim, I love you.
Alright, see you, mate.
So, guys, before we wrap up, Bob has a few things to say regarding team revamp.
A few things to say with the help of my main man Taha, right? So Revamp has achieved the position of being the biggest team in Pakistan. And yes, that is quite an achievement, but I don't think we've done it in a way that I would like that we would have done it, if that makes sense. We could have done things better, even though we have done things in a very good way. So from here on out, since taking over Team Revamp from our main man Jack here, we've been kind of, well, at least I've been getting my footing in the community and trying to understand what's been going on and understand the whole atmosphere around it. Yeah, you can tell this is completely unscripted. Now that I've got my footing there, I'm going to start putting things in to try and revamp as it was. We're going to be focusing more on content creation. We're going to be expanding our competitive roster. We're going to be working harder than ever before. I think you guys can expect some good shit from Team Revamp.
So is there like any other like plan you want to discuss with the stream, or let the people know? Like any details?
The specifics of it, I'll leave that up to you to disclose the specifics of it because I don't know how much we can actually say on stream.
I don't think we can say anything on stream.
I feel like yeah, मुझे लगता है अब ना सब सोने चलेंगे because tomorrow is Monday in school.
Yeah, it's,
And like
it's Monday and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, sorry for like
We've been running.
Yeah,
We've
there
been,
was
we've been.
can't discuss them,
Yeah,
but
sorry,
so
we'll be back next week with on Saturday.
yeah, next week will be much better. Oh my
I
god!
don't think we're gonna have the same pizzazz and professionalism.
Next week we will try to get. Obviously, there no one is better than Alvi, but we will try to get a best guest ever.
I feel like
We'll
next
try
week
to
we'll
we'll try to contact coronavirus.
Yeah, coronavirus.
Next week.
Yeah, Corina. Oh, feel me.
Watch for the next RV podcast in which all of us will be infected with the coronavirus.
No, coronavirus.
No. The next podcast is gonna be like all of us dying slowly in a ditch.
No, you don't understand.
Yeah, stop discussing this thing.
Bro, all of us are going to be dying in a bed with coronavirus.
Yeah.
यार मरना तो है जल्दी मरो बाद में मरो. Who the fuck cares?
Please make it a good death.
That's my philosophy.
Okay, boys.
Sahab with
I think.
Ewok virus. Okay, now.
Okay, we have just said Navi virus.
Ooh. I mean, we were missing her today.
No, we don't need her on the. We don't need her on the podcast anymore. Thank you so much.
No, bro, feminist. On.
Come on, we gotta have that diversity, Addy.
Diversity.
It's all the rage over in Hollywood and Lollywood here.
पाकिस्तान में कौन सा बोल रहा है?
Alright, boys.
Damn.
Checkmate.
PSL का anthem सुनना है boys.
यार मैंने सुना नहीं अभी तक.
एडी एक चीज.
हाँ.
Like एक पाकिस्तानी like music बनाता है बंदा और he's like really underrated. So like
yeah, you can share his link on the like in the chat so and हम लोग सुन के निकल जाते हैं.
बहुत wait बस एक मिनट दो. Like it's really up. मैंने भेजी थी ये. हाँ. This video only has 100 views. इतना ही underrated है.
Use code ID in the Fortnite item shop. Use code ID in the Fortnite item shop. Use code ID in the Fortnite item shop.
I mean, I've used code. I'm gonna use code Addy despite the fact I'm never gonna buy anything in the Fortnite item shop.
Wait, do you even play Fortnite?
From time to time. Again, I get destroyed the moment I turn it on.
God has less than 5 hours.
I'm pretty sure you can destroy Japanese.
Oh yeah.
Believe it or not, we've gone 1v1 and it's not ended well for me.
Yeah, okay. Can you guys please come to the video or some shit?
Should we put that in the chat then?
Yeah. No. Like they will watch from
Just
my
run the
stream.
video on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will open.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I do like the editing.
क्या हुआ?
Back then we'll laugh.
Okay, sure, I will.
वीडियो नहीं देख सकते.
Sure, I will.
तबाही के मनादिर होंगे अब तू छोटे फील लेनो 36 पे शुरू होगी क्या अपनी जमात में हूँ आपका प्रोफेसर ये है हाइस्ट का
That's some hella animation.
में बेबसपन बैठे बेसब्री
animations
अपनी
are
जान
really
में सपने
Wait, no, they're ripping this off different videos. That one right there was from Break
सुनने लोगों की पक है कहानी अब बजेंगे मेरे गाने हर कूचे हर बाजार में के अफरा तफरी बरकरार ये है
I can almost have heard this beat somewhere before though.
Same.
It's good, but it sounds like I've heard it somewhere else before.
Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Yeah, probably that. Yeah.
Somewhat reminiscent of that, but like this specific beat as well. That's from Cowboy Bebop. Rep for Cowboy Bebop.
मेरे अपने इंतजार में थे भाई आपका आ गया मैदान में चक्कर पे चक्कर लगाऊं आगे पीछे तेरे पीछे अपने गानों को मैं वाद दूं थक चुका हूँ खड़े खड़े वहीं पे सब्र के पैमाने पर भर के मैं कायल हूँ अभी उन्हीं वादों का जो
I like the flow, but it's a very generic flow.
मुझे करती थी
Yeah.
बस अब और नहीं
Well, this is how the
difficult.
rap this is how the rap songs are.
This is why I only do hard rock.
इतने हाई मेरे बार्स जैसे लचके बैठे हो पकड़ के तो दिखाऊं मुझे ब्रो मेरा फ्लो I'm gonna go little bit pro little bit kick and low आजा तुझे सिखाऊं कैसे करता ये ब्रो.
Okay, I think this video should have like official music video too, and I should represent myself.
Yo, when's the RV music video, huh?
Yo,
we
I'm
about to
boys. I think I'll just go out now.
Yeah, I think we can wrap up now.
Yeah, we can wrap up. Night, everyone.
Tired
Good
kar
night,
de.
boys. Sorry for delaying yesterday's. Like today was a little short, but we had to get it out. Next week we probably like try to get everything more organized. Okay? Everyone will enjoy and get more viewers in. आज थोड़ा weekday था इसलिए I think less people tune in, but yeah, don't worry. Next week it will be much better. So thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate the support again. सब boys को Twitter पे follow कर दो. Link सबको पता है. If not, just go to our Discord and find out. ठीक है. बाकी क्या good night, Allah Hafiz, and
Use
keep
code Eddie.
grinding. Yeah, use code Eddie. शाबाश कर दे तू तो.